What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports, back again with another one. Breaking news. We got WBO welterweight champion, and he goes by the name of Brian Norman Jr., taking on Devin the Dream Haney. The fight has been finalized. The fight is official, and it's going down in November as part of Rehab season. It's going to be on the undercard of the Better Be Bivol 3 fight. Now, there's a couple other fights that might end up on that undercard as Turkey Alley Sheik, a.k.a. Turkey Bags, looking to put on another loaded card. Now, I'm also hearing that Jerome Buchanan versus Virgil Ortiz Jr. could be on the card as well. But there's no official negotiations between the two camps, but that's a fight that Turkey Alley Sheik is looking to line up. The only holdup is, will Jerome Buchanan and his team look to take a lesser caliber fight, maybe a less dangerous fight, not against a tune-up, not against a tomato can, but a lesser fighter, maybe a Sergey Boychik, or maybe Tellez, the guy that just won the interim belt when he beat J-Rock Williams. Maybe they take that fight and then fight Virgil Ortiz Jr. in the early part of 2026. That remains to be seen, but Turkey Alley Sheik is looking to stack that card. And the fact that we got Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin the Dream Haney, a fight that was on and off, and now it's back on, and it's official now. We as boxing fans can definitely celebrate that announcement. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. But we have Devin Haney, the boxer, taking on Brian Norman Jr., the boxer puncher. You have a guy that's been on that big stage before in Devin the Dream Haney, so he'll be able to be at home, be at ease, leading up to that fight and going into that fight. Brian Norman Jr., this is his first time being on that big stage. Let's see how he reacts. I don't think it'll be a problem. You look at his mannerism and you look at how he goes about his business. It don't seem like nothing fazes him. So I think he's going to go in that fight, not phase at all, and be willing to put on a top-notch performance. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. But we got Devin the Dream Haney, a guy that has one of the best resumes in boxing, once again looking to go up into another weight class and fight a champion in his first official fight at 147. Now, we can say that the fight with Jose Ramirez was at a catchweight at 144, so that actually was a welterweight fight. But this is going to be his first time fighting at 147, and he'll be fighting the WBO welterweight champion, Brian Norman Jr. You got both fighters that have dads that are outspoken. We have Bill Haney, who is a promoter, manager, a guy that always keeping Bill is always keeping Devin Haney name in the mix. He does a good job promoting his son, and he does a good job of saying his son is the boogeyman in boxing. Call him Debo Haney. But now you got Craig on the other end that goes by the name of Brian Norman Jr. looking for all the smoke and looking to catch a fade with Devin the Dream Haney. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. But great news. We got Devin the Dream Haney taking on Brian Norman Jr. Now, Devin Haney has speed. He has athleticism. He has very quick feet. But one thing that Brian Norman Jr. does at a high level, he has great timing. And timing always beats speed. That was Mikey Garcia's greatest attributes, which allowed him to be a pound-for-pound fighter, multi-division champion. I think Brian Norman is on that level as far as a guy that has great timing, and he has a great jab, great fundamentals, goes to the body well. He's a hook artist, does a great job of going to the body. He just is a very solid fighter. Does a lot of things very good. Doesn't do anything great outside of his great timing. Now, one thing that's great about Devin Haney is he has great speed. Very athletic. and he's a guy that has a great jab, but Brian Norman Jr. has a great jab as well. So it's going to be the battle of the jabs. I think Brian Norman Jr. has a slight advantage as far as reach, and Devin Haney has an advantage as far as speed. So Devin Haney must keep Brian Norman Jr. on the end of his jab. He must control distance, must be in the mid-range and outer range. If he's in that punching range of Brian Norman Jr., he's in the danger zone. So he must be fighting a calculated fight, a fight that he must be very disciplined, round 1 through round 12. If he's able to do that, he has a chance to win a decision. I see no way he stops Brian Norman Jr. His best bet is to win a decision. Brian Norman Jr. can win it in 2 ways. He can win a decision as far as maybe get a couple of knockdowns and win it that way, and he can win it by knockout. And he possibly could outbox Devin Haney, because he might be the guy that's coming forward. Devin Haney doing a lot of movement, a lot of unnecessary movement, not willing to engage enough, and maybe Brian Norman outposts him that way as being the more aggressive, landing the more effective punches, and being the guy that's controlling the action. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. Very interesting fight involving 2 young, undefeated fighters. Devin Haney is a guy that has a love-hate relationship with all the boxing fans. So people that love him, they really love him. People that hate him, they really hate him. Even when he got cheated in the Ryan Garcia fight, they found a way to make him the villain in that situation when he fought a guy that was blatantly cheating, a guy that came in overweight on purpose, and a guy that since been found out in his next fight looks like a C+ fighter in Ryan Garcia. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. Follow me on Facebook, Gerard Briscoe. Follow me on TikTok at JB Sports New Media. Follow me on Twitch at Briscoe MA77071. Follow me on my YouTube channels at JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend, 9656. And at JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend, 8,000. And like, share, and subscribe to JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. And I holla.